everyone. So as of recently, I've been noticing that I'm getting an overwhelming amount of questions concerning my skin, how I keep it clean, what kind of products I like to use on it, what type of skin I have, requests to see what I do in the morning as opposed to what I do at night, just my daily facial routines and that sort of thing. I've also been asked if I have any tips for certain types of skin, such as oily and of course dry and just different things like that. So I decided that the easiest way to address all of the questions was to just simply sit down and make a video about it, take you through each individual step that I do, consisting of my morning routine and my night routine. And I felt like that would just be the easiest way to kind of tell you what I do personally. I also want to say that I have never had acne-prone skin, so I've never really had to deal with having a cleanser that works amazingly or anything like that. I do have products though that do reduce when I do have stressful breakouts, that work very nicely with that and also help prevent. So hopefully in some way, I feel like if these prevent my breakout, then they will probably help stop your acne-prone skin, just different things like that. And also I want to say that I have dry skin in the winter time, so I usually have combination to dry skin in the summertime, and then I have more dry skin in the winter. So that's kind of what my routine is built around since it is wintertime right now. But I'm just going to walk you through each product and kind of tell you different things about it, what I like, and why I use it. And I'm also going to tell you like step for step what I do, and this is what I do first and this is what I do second. But I'm not going to be taking the time to actually wash my face just because I feel like that would be very time consuming and I feel like that would get boring very quickly. So I'm just going to kind of talk you through it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is show you my night routine, and then I will finish with my morning routine. So the first thing that I do is I just take my Avon Moisture Effect Eye Makeup Lotion Remover. And so this is a lotion, like I said. There's nothing spectacular about this by any means. It's just a makeup remover. So I say that it's really good and it's also very inexpensive, but there's nothing really amazing about this step. It's just to get my makeup off. And after that, I take my Avon Clear Skin Immediate Response Acne Cleanser, which just looks like this. It's also an amazing value, but what I really love about this product is I know that I don't have acne, like I said, and it does say that it is an immediate response acne cleanser. However, it does an amazing job for me just, I guess, fighting acne breakouts and stuff like that. It also, whenever I'm having like a stress breakout, when I'm having tests or anything, I've noticed that this really does take care of my breakouts very nicely. And so I feel like if you had acne, this might be a really good product for you to check into, because with me, I can tell that I'm getting a very nice, deep clean. I can just feel it. And this also works incredibly well. Like, it's very consistent. It's not a product that works for a couple of weeks and then you see that your skin is getting back to where it was and it just doesn't keep consistent. This works like a charm. Every time it's like just very consistent, which I think is really nice, and it also tightens up my pores, and so I just really, really love this step. And I also use my Clarisonic Plus with it, and so it just looks like this. And basically you just use this Clarisonic with the cleanser of your choice. So I usually use it with this because I usually use that at night because I tend to have more time in the night than I do in the morning, so that's just kind of what I do. That's just kind of my preference. And so you turn this on and it vibrates, and basically what you do is you just move it in a circular motion around your face, and it removes dead skin and gives you a very, very deep, clean, to get like your pores. It gets all of the dirt out, which is amazing, which is something that you need if you're trying to fight acne. This is a bit pricey, so I would, recommend maybe asking for it for Christmas. It's about $160. So if you're not willing to go that far to get that, I would say that the awesome alternative is definitely the Neutrogena Wave, which is also just a little, it vibrates, and the only difference in this is that you can pair with the Clarisonic whichever cleanser that you want, whichever one works best for your skin. And with the Neutrogena Wave, you have to use a Neutrogena product. And they just come in these little pads that stick onto that. Sorry, it kind of collects stuff, but you just stick the pad onto it and it has the product inside, and you just run it under the water and you put it on your skin, basically in the circular motions like the Clarisonic would, and there are different pads for different things, which I think is really nice. So yeah, this is definitely a cheaper alternative to the Clarisonic if you're not willing to go that far. The next thing that I use is my Micro Delivery Peel, which is from Philosophy, and it looks like this. And basically the product looks like this, and it's just kind of a scrub or a mask. I love this product. I use it 2 or 3 times a week, and basically it's just very gentle, so you just massage it into your skin, and I love the smell. But other than that, it keeps my skin looking very fresh and healthy, and it just really makes it a whole lot softer because it is a scrub. And so like I said, I use this 2 or 3 times a week, and I definitely love this step. So after I've done that, the next thing that I do is my L'Oreal Transformance Skin Perfecting Solution. And basically what this does, you put this on before you put on any of your moisturizer or anything else on your face, and you let it soak in. But basically what this does is just perfects your skin, gives it a natural glow, makes it healthier and a little bit prettier when you don't have makeup on. So you can tell it's kind of runny, but I love this. I can tell an absolute difference from when I wasn't using the product to when I am, and I just think that my skin looks so much more flawless and pretty and soft when I use this product. So I definitely love this, and you use it in the morning and at the nighttime, and it's super nice. So I definitely recommend that. After that, I just go ahead and apply my Proactive Solutions Green Tea Moisturizer all over my face. This is my favorite moisturizer. It keeps my skin very obviously moisturized and hydrated, and just really works all day long, which is super nice. And so this is what I use as moisturizer. And then the next thing that I use is my petroleum jelly, and I just put it along my lashes, and that helps stimulate the growth in your lashes to make them longer and fuller and just everything like that. So I probably use it 3 to 4 times a week because it's not good to use it every day, but I definitely recommend putting petroleum jelly on your eyelids before you go to sleep. And then for toothpaste at night, I use a different toothpaste than I do in the morning. And I use my Super Smile Complete Oral Care Professional Whitening Toothpaste. It comes in 2 steps, just like this. And I'm using mint. These are really nice. I actually can tell a major difference in when that I use these. And so I just really like these. And that's what I use, I guess, for brushing my teeth. So moving right along to my morning routine. So after I've woken up, I usually have just a little bit of eye makeup left, just because I don't like to scrub my lashes, intensely or anything like that, or profusely, because it's going to make your eyelashes fall out. So I just kind of let it fall out overnight, and I get all the excess off again with this product, or I either use my Proactive Revitalizing Toner, because this is also a super nice makeup remover. It doubles as that, I've noticed, so I use that. But for a cleanser in the morning, I use my Proactive Solution Renewing Cleanser, and it just looks like this. And I don't always use all the steps together. Sometimes I'll just use the cleanser, and then I'll go, right to my moisturizer or something like that, or I'll just use this step. I usually don't use my repairing lotion. I have like 7 bottles of this. I don't really think that it's necessary for me, but if you are getting over acne, this step is like crucial, and it helps make your skin a little bit nicer. But usually I use these 2 together, so I'll use this, and then I'll use my Revitalizing Toner to get all of the excess dirt and just get into my pores a little bit better. So I use those 2 together. Then after that, I go ahead and I put on my L'Oreal Skin Perfecting Solution once more, because you just apply AM and PM. I let that soak into my skin for a little bit, and then I use my moisturizer right over that. So nothing is too different. I just kind of switch up the cleansers, and I don't use my Clarisonic in the morning because I'm just kind of in a rush. And so that's what I use there. Also, if I do have problematic areas, I do like to use my refining mask, and this is also by Proactive, which is super nice. And I just put this on my problem area for about 15 minutes is what's recommended, but I usually sleep in mine overnight, and it just does a little bit of a better job. I also want to say that, like I said, I don't have acne-prone skin on my face. I don't want you guys to think that by any means I'm perfect or anything. So I'm going to share with you a couple of tips. I do get breakouts. I tend to get breakouts more on my shoulder area because I touch my shoulders and chest a lot, just because it's kind of a nervous habit. It's kind of a nervous habit that I have, so I tend to break out there because obviously your hands are oily. And so I use my Proactive Clear Zone body pads, which just look like this. And Proactive also has a body wash, and I would strongly recommend that if you have skin that tends to break out more on your shoulder areas and takes care of it. So I guess that would be all I have to say about my face routine. There's nothing too special. Oh, also in the morning I use my Crest 3D Whitening Advanced Vivid White toothpaste. So that's basically all I do, I guess, routine-wise. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, these are just kind of the products that I enjoy using that tend to work for me. So that's all I have to tell you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.